guys! So today we are working at my dad's office. Kendall is helping me today. She's eating right now. This video is going to be answering some of your guys' questions. I went through the comments and I grabbed random questions from different videos and we wanted to answer them with you guys. So they all are going to be on my phone. Yeah, you want to see? Kendall's in a really good mood today, by the way. Okay, this one is by Phyllis Mandelbaum. I really hope I pronounced that right. So she actually posted a paragraph. She is a special instructor for infants and toddlers, and she doesn't get to see this side of care very often, and she appreciates that I put it on YouTube. I believe this is the video where I posted how to change a G-tube on Kendall. Yeah. We're gonna break up questions because there's a few questions in this paragraph. So the first question is, I'm trying to be extremely sensitive. Is Kendall able to eat through mouth at all? So she does take very, very, very little through mouth. Like if I'm eating ice cream, I'll give her a little bit of a taste. She's really good at handling pudding because that's kind of thicker texture. She's really better with the thicker stuff than like water. Water moves around really easy. It's hard to control it. So she does take very little by mouth, but primarily she's fed through the G-tube. Next question in this paragraph. Is it because of her excess saliva that causes a possible aspiration issue? That's definitely part of it. She produces a lot more saliva. Yeah, you do. And it's hard for her to control that, plus other substance in her mouth at the same time. So that is definitely part of it. Will she be able to have the stoma closed when she's older? That means will she be able to have her G-tube removed when she's older? Kendall will most likely always have her G-tube just because of even her diagnosis. She'll just always have it. Even if she eats really well by mouth for a really long time, she'll probably just have it. But who knows? Maybe a miracle will happen, and I believe in miracles that she just starts eating all by mouth and the doctor said, okay, let's get rid of the G-tube. But that's just really hard to see happening. And I want to be sensitive to your privacy, and I don't want to share this information. If you don't want to share this information, thank you. I respect your openness and sharing of your adorable and sweet daughter. Your care and advocacy for Kendall, especially as a single parent, is remarkable. Thank you. That was really sweet. Oh. But when people say, like, I want to be extremely sensitive, I don't know how to word this, please just word it however you feel. I'm not even politically correct when it comes to some things I say about Kendall because I just don't know. There's just so many iffy things. Like if a person comments, well, what's wrong with her? Some people get really upset about that. I actually don't mind it because I don't think they're meaning it in a derogatory term, like, what's wrong with her? It's more of like, what's wrong with her? I mean, Kendall does have a condition, so like what is wrong of her, what's wrong with her? That does sound pretty harsh, but I don't take offense to that. Let's move on. This is by Rosie the Pig. That's just the name on here. I'm sorry to ask again, but I forgot. Is she blind or visually impaired? Thanks. So Kendall's octave nerves are pale, and the octave nerve is what the octave nerve is what connects the brain to the eyeball. So for a while I was using the term cortical blindness, but our optometrist said that's not even correct. I don't really know the correct term for it then, but Kendall she has like good vision in her eyes. Like you can test her eyes are healthy, she can see, we know that, but we don't know how well she sees. So she probably just doesn't understand what she's seeing is the biggest thing. Like the connection between the brain and the eyes, they're just not connecting well. So she's not really understanding what she's seeing. That's why she don't track. She doesn't have the reflex. If like something's coming at her eyes, she doesn't blink or like put her hands up or flinch. She just doesn't have that reaction to it. So we're gonna say vision impaired because she's not fully blind. It's just a little tricky. I'm guessing this is anything they can do or suggest to help with the cast and smell. I'm not judging or anything. I've broken my arm and the cast smells, or at least mine did when they took it off, where hers is, that would be so difficult to keep it super clean. glad that there is only 3 more weeks left. You girls can do it. Obviously this is an old one because she doesn't have the spica cast anymore, but I saw it and there's questions, so I thought I'd answer. So where Kendall's was from her belly button down. I mean, her legs both were in a cast. Diaper area, it smelled terrible. There was just nothing. Like, I've asked multiple times and there was just nothing that they could think of to help me with it. I blow dried her butt all the time. I would blow dry on a cold setting so it didn't burn her or anything, but just to make sure that the cast is completely dry, because diapers don't always catch everything, you know. So I would blow dry all parts of the cast, try to make it as dry as possible. If some cotton in there that was like really wet and like not able to dry, I would pull some out. I don't think you're supposed to do that, but I didn't know what else to do because I didn't want her to get terrible rashes again. Luckily, everything went great. The cast was pretty clean. Could have been cleaner, probably, but it could have been dirtier. So that's all I got. I'm still learning. Hopefully we don't have another cast for a while, but I don't have a good answer for that. Just curious. Oh, this one's by Linda Belknap. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these things wrong. Just curious, but how do you manage to pay all your bills with being home with your daughter? So that's a really good question. So there's not really a daycare near me that will take Kendall. I've called all of them. I think like the closest one is well over an hour away, and I physically can't do that and work, pick her back up. And it's just too hard. I don't know how I can do that. So what I did was, I turned to TikTok and YouTube. This is how I pay some of my bills. Kendall does get Social Securities because she does have a disability, so she qualifies and she does get some disability. With that and TikTok, YouTube, I'm working my dad's office today. I do this when he's gone or if he needs me to. So that's another job. I also clean houses. When my mom can watch Kendall, I will go and clean houses for some extra cash as well. I just really do odd stuff. Whenever somebody needs something, I try to do it if I'm able to, if somebody's able to watch Kendall. When she goes into school, it might be better. I'm gonna apply for an aide position at the school, not Kendall's aide, but I will be a different aide. That way, if Kendall has anything like doctor's appointments or something goes wrong, the aide that's watching Kendall can move over to wherever my kid is and watch my kid, so it just kind of works out. But right now, that's just what I'm doing. I'm bouncing around as trying to do, I guess, it's like I'm doing odd jobs. I'm doing a lot of odd jobs to pay all my bills. Any issues with being a young mom? I don't think I've had issues with being a young mom. I don't know, maybe some doctors, not that I work with anymore, all the doctors I work with now are really awesome, but I feel that some in the past have definitely overlooked what I said and look at my mom compared to me, or yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. And my mom's really good at being like talk to her. She doesn't say that, but like she'll redirect in a way that like, you know, talk to me, I'm the mom. Of course you can talk to my mom, of course, like when she has questions and stuff, but when you're overlooking me completely, that's not okay. Feelings, thoughts, and fears on Kendall's disability. There's always going to be a part of me that's like grieving the fact that Kendall has this disability, that I'm grieving that she's not able to go up and run around, just like what I said with the bittersweetness of the wheelchair. She has the wheelchair, we're so excited for it, we'll be able to push her around, I'll be able to carry her, I'll be able to go out with her more places because I don't have to carry her, it's gonna be great. But it's okay, well, she has a wheelchair. But you know, that bittersweetness of it. I'm always gonna be grieving of the sort of, Kendall's not doing this yet. I still believe that miracles exist. I believe that she can do things, you know what I mean? I believe. I believe that we have a very big God. Being a very young, also a single mom dealing with very special grown-up situations. I think me being young, it could play a factor in some people, but I don't think it plays a factor in me. I feel like I handle this to a decent extent. Grown-up situations. So I'm 23, I am a young mom, but I wouldn't say that that affects me in ways. I think the biggest way that it affects me, it's like, okay, well, I see other 23-year-olds going on vacation from college or doing something, but I don't think that affects me being a parent to a special needs kid. So no, I don't think that that's an issue at all. I think it's actually awesome that I'm 23 and I'm young and I can stay up late with Kendall and be able to get up at 5 a.m. the next morning because I'm young. Or that I am able to carry her longer periods of time than if I were older. I don't know, maybe it's a benefit that I'm a young mom. So that's all the questions I have today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I didn't talk too fast. I do that a lot, I feel. Or like I just kind of like skimp over stuff. So if I did that, please go back down into the comments, ask more questions. I'm all about questions. 1, 2. Is that you? Joe. Oh my gosh, you have to watch this video really quick of Kendall. Oh! 1 second. Joe. Kendall, say Joe. Joe. Do it again. Say Joe. Is that you? Were you talking to me? You're trying to say Joe, like Grandpa Joe? Joe. Oh, all done. No more food. Bonk. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a really good day. I thought somebody was coming in. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a good day. Please give us more video ideas, give us more questions. We love you guys and we hope you have a good day. Thank you.